any other player plays.
Let's get down to business. In recent weeks, Jesus has been struggling with this knee, reoccurrence of this knee injury, and Trossard has been debuting for him, and it's looking like we're not missing Jesus because Trossard has been doing a fantastic job in conjunction with Mr. Kai Havertz. Now, we are hearing that Jesus might be back for the Champions League and so, but will you change it? Because the way I look at it, Trossard is seamlessly playing well with the team and with Kai Havertz. And a lot of Arsenal fans, the fact that Arsenal fans are not calling or crying about Jesus speaks a lot of volume. What do you think?
Of course, you see, how do I look at this? I look at it and I say, Jesus, it's a master stroke. You understand? And it's something we also have to be able to, factor out. So Arteta has fashioned something out and it's working. So Jesus, Trossard doesn't dribble too much. Trossard, there's a release of the ball. Trossard moves into the space. Trossard wants to score. You understand? Jesus, sometimes I feel the urgency to score is different. Than, I think that's just the only issue. And why I look at this and say, this can actually be in our favor. You remember last season, Joao Cancelo was shipped off to Bayern Munich from Manchester City. You remember that was how Manchester City now got a new tactic that they now used to be now wanted. So this could also, work for us. And I don't think if you train enough for it, no matter how prepared enough you are, you can stop it. So that's the thing, because we have quality and it's easier to tell them, hey, mark this, than when you get to the pitch. It's difficult.
Aside from the points you raised, I'm looking at the fluidity of the team. There is this seamlessness, like you mentioned earlier, right? Jesus, as much as I love Jesus, right, and we all love him, he tends to hold on to the ball a tad too much. But with Trossard, he dribbles one, passes it, keeps him moving, he draws to the midfield. Remember the pass to Saka that led to a penalty against West Ham? His distribution is fantastic. He might not have the dribbling ability of Jesus, but the team has, in my opinion, this is not shit on Jesus, more balance, more fluidity, more purpose and intent than when Jesus plays. We're not taking anything away from Jesus that adds to the team. We're just saying that of recent, the purposefulness, the intent is sharper with Trossard than Jesus.
Definitely, it is. It's sharper, it's faster. You see, and we move the ball quickly. I think also coming back, knowing fully well that, okay, we need to move the ball quicker. We need to be sharp. I think that's one thing that is on everybody's mind. And one thing it does is, I keep saying it, in as much as Trossard is a 9, he's not necessarily, playing as a 9.
It's not your typical, it's not your traditional 9. It is modern 9. Yeah, not a traditional 9.
He's not the modern number 9. So when you're looking at Trossard, you look at it and say, okay, fine. There's a midfield, like I kept saying, there's a midfield inside the normal midfield, which is Kai, Odegaard, and Trossard, which works to the advantage, because when they can isolate people and get that little triangle near the 18-yard box, anything really happens from there. So I think that's a thing that sometimes you need someone who is not a plain striker to play that. So I think that's what Trossard gives us, fluidity.
So let's say hypothetically both Trossard and Jesus are fit for a Champions League final today. Who will you pick?
Today, I'm picking Trossard.
I'm tempted to follow that train of thought, because I'm looking at the way we are seamlessly flowing in front and scoring goals. Now, that's not an indictment on Jesus, because some Jesus fans will take it to the extreme. You don't love Jesus more than me. Trust me. I can be my way. You don't love Jesus more than me. But for the love of the team, because I am not attached to any player. I love Arsenal players, but I love the team ahead of the players.
Yes,
so
of course.
All this unhealthy attachment to players, I don't know where it comes from. So I'm looking at it, I'm saying, Trossard, he is moving mad. The way the team is moving mad with Trossard up front, more than when Jesus is there.
Bro, I mean, if that is what brings the trophies home, then by all means, By all means, look at the tweaks Arteta made. Kiwior was playing like last week. I really saw Kiwior well. I really saw him in some moments. Kiwior was good. I looked and I said, okay, fine. I see the player that Arteta bought, and I look at it and I also saw, something in terms of we look at Trossard and Kiwior. One common thing is there. They are playing regularly now.
No,
It's not something where you sit on the bench for 5 to 7 straight games,
I get
and they
cold.
put you in, especially at the left back position where you've not before you know. And Arteta didn't force the was this inverted wing back on Kiwior anymore. Since the team is not quick enough and he doesn't have the midfield sense that much. So why not just use him as a typical left back? Yeah. Exactly. So he plays 3 at the back with Gabriel and Saliba while Ben White inverts things, and it's working wonders. So I feel it's today what is working. You understand? Now, it's not that we are stupid enough to say it will always work, because sometimes you need the tactical
to
change and switch. Yeah. So if that switch, maybe Tomiyasu for Kiwior, why not? You understand? I feel it's one that will be is a very good switch. It might even be better. But for the balance and the way everything is, let's continue. Let's see where we are going. And, let's just, let's keep it working. As it's ticking, let's let it tick.
Exactly. Regardless of who you are loyal to. Because I don't understand why Arsenal fans
I don't see why
in general do this fan nonsense when they're loyal to one player. No, be loyal to the team. Oh, am I speaking gibberish? Maybe correct.
No, bro, it's not. Let's be realistic. These were people complaining, our team doesn't score enough goals. We need a striker. All of a sudden now, are you telling me, because you're loyal to Jesus, you want Jesus to come back so that we'll do, and then people will start saying we need a striker. So I just feel me personally, I don't feel we need what are they calling it? A striker. I don't feel we even need a striker that is expensive. People call Ivan Toney. It's not me to sign Ivan Toney. I'll go and sign Awoni for what I got 25 million pounds. I'm being honest. Because I don't see any reason.
His touch is like no. That guy plays like Awoni plays like he's wearing Timberland boots.
Of course, bro. But that's the thing. I'm not going to buy Ivan Toney for 100. You understand?
No.
I'm not going to. You understand? I will go, because the reason I said I'll buy Awoni, I'm not even asking him to play ball. Don't worry, just Jawale. That is all. Nothing there. I'm just crossing so that I will just do Mama. Of which you already have someone like Kai there.
Exactly.
So it makes no sense to go and buy a striker 100 million. I get when people were saying, sometimes people don't explain things properly, and when people just hear it, they don't know why. Now, why do I say I understand when people said it's an out and out striker? One is when it's difficult, you want someone who can, even if it's difficult, nick a goal. Just like, let's give credit to Haaland. Even in some difficult cases, he can still nick a goal. Now, this last weekend that passed is not a full reflection of who he is or has been throughout his career. But you still trust him that, Haaland, don't give him a chance. He can nick a goal even when he's tight. Yeah. So that is what I understood when they were saying it, because you look, maybe people were comparing Salah, how Salah can just quick, just bail Liverpool out like he did against us. Yeah, I understand. But I feel it's because the team wasn't scoring. So now we need to make use of our set pieces.
Yeah, exactly. I think people go to the extreme end of both sides. If you go through a dry spell, we need a striker. Like, it's not always like that. Sometimes you have to put the context within the context of what you're watching. It's a different thing if we're not creating chances. We're creating chances, we're not scoring. Not that we need a striker. Now, if you get a striker and you're not creating chances like our friends on the other side of the Blue Town are doing, it doesn't make no sense. Chelsea can buy all the strikers they need to buy in the world. They won't score because they're not creating quality chances.
Yes,
quality, there has to be a fair balance in these conversations. So, so you're sticking with right now. If it's not broken, don't fix it. You are choosing Trossard.